Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Inviting Possibilities Tarot. I added that little word to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. I am doing a love reading for Cancer today. That's Cancer in all placements, and it's timeless in general. So take what resonates, and if it really doesn't, feel free to check out any of my other videos. They are all timeless in all placements as well. I am going to start with the Heart's Hidden Secrets, a new deck that I got for my birthday. And it's very interesting. Tells quite a story. So I've been enjoying using this. So we'll see what this has to say and then clarify with some other decks. Mojo Tarot's here and Lioness Kitty Cat is here. Good morning. Oh, and the sun too. Yay. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining. And thanks to all of you for liking, subscribing, and sharing and helping my channel to grow. I'm so grateful. Oh, and Linda made it too. Awesome. Thanks for being here. Okay, so let's see what's going on for Cancer. We've got Divine Feminine, Yin and Feminine energy. Return, second chance, opportunity, making amends. Fantasy, daydreaming, imagining, fantasize. Influences, attachments, third parties, and peers. Gonna get one more. Intimacy, bonding, sensual, and confiding. Okay, this looks, see if you can see it there. Yeah. You could be embodying this feminine energy, or you are dealing with somebody who does. And when I say feminine energy, this there's no gender in tarot in the cards. Anybody can embody feminine or masculine. We all have both. So apply it as it fits. But there's a second chance. Someone's coming back. Something's being worked out. There's an opportunity to make amends if there was a falling out. And this is something that you and or this person have been dreaming about, really hoping for a second chance, for something to work itself out, to have the opportunity to work something out. Getting on the same page again. Now this influences attachments, third parties, and peers. It makes me think, and then with intimacy at the end, maybe you have had friends who have been kind of counseling you on how to deal with the situation, or the best way to work things out. It could also be where there have been some kind of third party situations, peers who were making this difficult to begin with, but it's like it's overcoming whatever that was, whatever outside influences there were, and coming together, making time for one another, reforging that bond through intimacy, time spent together, talking, reading. It's yeah. There's there's this newfound sweet energy between you two. Newfound, newly created, and really connecting in a very deep way. So, yeah, this is beautiful and it's something that you've really wanted, that you've been hoping for, and it's working out in your favor. Yay. It's exciting. Ooh, Ophelia Star is here. Hello. Thank you for being here. Um, I'm going to, what am I going to do? I'm going to start with my Guardian Tarot. Let's create some more space first of all. Let's 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 find out what's on your mind. What's uh my oh, I can't even talk. What's Cancer thinking about? Page of Pentacles. Two of Swords. And the Star. Aquarian energy. There's this is starting off. It's starting off on a new foot, new um it there's a new beginning here, right? There's some communication. It's starting out just kind of, it's small, it's how do I articulate this? The pages are about communication with that page of pentacles there. It's like it's it's just kind of like slowly stepping back into this, like really being intentional about um the kind of words that are used, the actions that can be taken that are going to make a difference, trying to do things differently because there was a stalemate. You two had come to some kind of impasse. There was, yeah, it was like having trouble, like finding, being on the same page, or getting past some kind of issue. And so there's this real strong desire to kind of learn from the past, to learn that lesson and move forward so that things can work out. I feel like you both really want this, especially with the star here. This star lines up with this fantasy card. This is a wish fulfillment for the both of you. And so somehow it's both of you coming back to that place of like, okay, we both recognize this isn't working. How can we make this better? How do we get past the impasse? And being dedicated to that. So this is what's on your mind. You're thinking about this and you're feeling good about this. You're feeling very hopeful. And the star can also represent healing. Like you're feeling good that there's something is healing in this connection. So let me go with the Neoteric. What is it again? Neoteric Feminine Tarot. Hey, Redbeard made it. Nice. So glad you are here. Thanks for joining. So what are your next actions? What are Cancerian's next actions? The High Priestess. That's your energy. For me as a reader, I read this as all water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. I think people typically read it as Pisces. Um, but yeah, there's this very intuitive energy. Seven of Pentacles and Page of Swords. You are I feel like you're going to be treading fairly lightly, cautiously. You are you are wanting to excuse me. Sorry. Keep things to yourself. I feel like yeah, throat stuff. Like maybe you're not totally certain about how to communicate, and so you're choosing to just keep things quiet at the moment. Like you don't want to rock the boat, you don't want to say the wrong thing. You're trusting your intuition, which is essentially telling you to continue to invest. You've already put some effort into this. You see you see the viability in this. You see how this can turn into something that is long term, that's going to be stable and prosperous and happy. There's a lot of potential here. And you're kind of you're keeping your communication light because you just maybe that's a part of what happened is things got really intense. We are currently in Mercury retrograde season time. And there's a lot of planets in retrograde, and this can absolutely lead to misunderstandings, miscommunication. um, Venus was just in retrograde, so there could have been a lot of like reflection on what do I want, what's important to me. I don't know, like figuring this out, and it could have caused some waves in this connection. And so it feels like you're just kind of like, okay, I'm gonna I'm not gonna talk about anything because I feel like every time I do, I stick my foot in my mouth or I get in trouble somehow or I make this worse, or we're not quite meeting on that same level. So I'm going to continue to invest in this, to just spend time enjoying the things that we both like to do together, enjoying each other's energy and uh, and company. And you're just kind of you're spending a lot of time in your mind, in your thoughts, just really wanting to make sure that you don't misstep. I think you recognize that the time will come when you can have deeper conversations, but that's just now isn't the time. Let me go with the Good Tarot. What can you expect from what can you expect as you move forward? What can Cancerians expect moving forward? I'm having trouble with my words today. Nine of Earth, Magician. That is Gemini and Virgo energy, and the Nine of Earth is also Virgo. And the Seven of Air. This feels like you really focusing on being self-reliant and independent, knowing that that's going to help you in this situation. Maybe there was something around um, being a little bit too um, we'll say codependent, like hoping that this person would fulfill something in you or for you, and possibly feeling disappointed when they would fall short. And maybe that's a part of what is happening or has happened is you've started to realize where you have possibly put too much importance on this person fulfilling something in you, when what really needs to happen is you need to fulfill that within yourself. I'm getting the impression it's sort of like you were giving to get rather than just giving because it felt good. And so you're getting to this place where you're stepping into your power. You're understanding what it is you want, who you are, how to fulfill yourself, and from that place of power and possibly newfound confidence, you're realizing that you have everything you need to to make to manifest what you want, to make this connection work, because it comes down to you doing that personal work, the introspection and the inner excavation. And it's it feels like you are coming to terms with this person in a way where you both recognize your similarities and you also are able to honor your differences. This, excuse me, the Seven of Air is very much about dancing to the beat of your own drum, not conforming to how anyone says you should be. This is being your most awesome, unique self, and this is a part of what it's a part of the draw. It's a part of what makes you attractive is accepting your own differences, and that you don't need to pretzel yourself for anyone else. It's embracing your weirdness, flying your freak flag, and feeling good about it. And that's a huge part of what is going to help make this work, rather than trying to fit yourself into someone else's what you think someone else's idea is of how you should be. This is you just being like, okay, here I am, take me or leave me. And I get the impression that's precisely what drew this person to you in the first place. But then you kind of got caught up in um, possibly just wanting to make sure like they were happy, doing the whole like people pleasing thing, like giving too much of yourself. It's very common for people with a lot of water in their chart. um because it's kind of it- it's how you navigate the world, like through the world. It's how you show up. You have a lot to give. You've got a lot of love. And sometimes you give at the expense of yourself, or give and then feel depleted. And it's like, well, I need something back. And it's like, rather than doing that, it's like learning how to just give just enough, but always take time to give to yourself. And it doesn't matter what someone else is doing. And I feel like that is kind of opening up the energy. It's opening up the pathway or the channel or something, so that this person, they don't feel like you're pushing at them, or I don't know, expecting too much. Now there's space for them to come to you, which is really good. It feels really healthy and really healing, like with that star there. So let me go with, yeah, I'm going to go with the Tarot of Transcendence. Um, what's the potential outcome here? Two of Pentacles, the Fool, Aries energy, and the Page of Cups now. I love this card. I love this Two of Pentacles because, typically the Two of Pentacles is about juggling, trying to come into balance. And she has this biggest smile on her face. She, you know, she's enjoying herself. She's figuring out how to balance and finding the enjoyment in it. Like feeling it's fun and having a good time. And through finding that balance, and this could have to do with what else you have going on in your life. Sometimes in relationships, we give up what's important to us so we can spend more time with our person. And this is very much about making sure that you create time for other things, other friends, family, other interests, that you don't have to spend 24/7 with this person. In fact, it's better that you don't, because then you there's that space that's created so that you two can come together and share what you have going on with each other. Share your lives. You're not just always like, well, I just spent the entire day with you, so I'm not going to share my day with you because you already know what happened. So, because of this, because of learning to enjoy yourself and your life more overall, this is allowing um it's allowing things to be better between you two. And there's this wonderful, optimistic, excited energy. It's very playful. There's something that, like, there's this playful energy that is coming back into this connection. And again, we have another page. So there's this communication that's happening. It's communicating from the heart about what's important to you. Um it's a very sweet, innocent kind of communication. And there's not a lot of expectation in it. It's just like, hey, like, we're we're just sticking our toes in the water. We're just gradually getting back into this. Like I said, being very intentional, but also very excited. Like, feeling like there's this fresh fresh energy and joy. Love it. So I am going to pick some cards from my new Sacred Rebels Oracle deck that I also got for my birthday. This deck is amazing. Every time I use it, I'm blown away. Okay, so what's the final message that my Cancerians need to know? Possible advice or just whatever message. We've got the perfection of your life. 30. Wow. Releasing allegiances. 10. Dream a beautiful dream. 19. These two came up for Gemini yesterday. Follow your own rhythm. Yep. Restore and replenish. 38. Yeah, this is all about putting that spotlight back on yourself. Putting your attention and your love back into yourself. That is the secret to making this work. Making this an interdependent relationship rather than a codependent relationship. See, lay these out so you can see them. The perfection of your life makes me think of what I was just talking about, that there are all these different parts of your life, not just the relationship, not just this person. And it's important to prioritize other things as well to get that balance, to adeptly juggle what's important to you. There's this great, she's a relationship coach. Her name is Esther Perel. She has podcasts and things on YouTube, and she's awesome. I highly recommend listening to her. But she talks about how you really need to make sure that you have other things going on in your life other than just the relationship, because that's what keeps it healthy. And then releasing allegiances, kind of, it speaks to this attachments, this influences card. If there have been any kind of negative influences, or even attachments, it's not necessarily other people. It's attachment to needing to be fulfilled in some way by a person rather than doing it for yourself. It's releasing an idea. This allegiance could be an allegiance to how one should be in a relationship, and realizing that has kept you lonely and in this kind of solitary energy, and it's all gray, and it's realizing, like, both of these cards are very similar. Yeah, the perfection of your life. And as you release the allegiance to whatever maybe faulty thinking or weird advice people are giving you or whatever, it's it it, it helps you to step into that fantasy, that ability to fantasize and daydream, dream a beautiful dream of what it is that you truly want. Why are you in this relationship? Why do you want it? What is it about being with this person or anyone? It's about the energy. It's about the what it evokes in the feelings that it evokes in you. It's not about that person themselves. It's not about using them as a crutch to make you feel better. That's your job. Make yourself feel better. So then you can just dream this wonderful, harmonious connection into being, into and manifest it. Like with the magician here, right? Follow your own rhythm. Unfortunately, that's all washed out. Yeah. Follow your own rhythm. Dance to the beat of your own drum. Do what you love, because it feels good to you. And know that this person is going to be there wanting to hear about it. And they're going to see you like living your best life and feeling really good. And that is very attractive. Restore and replenish. Again, we have this kind of self care. Take time for yourself. Very, very important. You don't need to spend all your time with one person. It's better that you don't. Um, um, what is it? I can't think of the quote right now, but yeah, um, affection, affection, and excitement builds. Like you need time to miss each other, so take care of yourself. Do what you love, and know that there's plenty of time for yourself. What you like to do separate from this person, and then also there's time for them as well. So anyway, Um, this is wonderful, and it's going a little long, but I'm going to finish with a rune card. Ooh, we've got Ansus. I better put on my glasses. My eyes seem to have gotten a little worse overnight. All right, so let me find it. Oh, I just saw it. Where'd you go? There we go. All right, Ansus. Strongly associated with divine communication, this rune card suggests that you need to pay close attention to messages and advice offered to you, either written or spoken. However, this card goes far deeper than mere external communication and indicates that the true insight you are seeking can only be found by searching within. And that's like all about the high priestess, too. Learn from and be inspired by the wisdom that external voices or divine signs, such as coincidences, offer. There was something here. Oh, I was thinking about the star and how there's the owl there. And it's like tapping into that inner wisdom in order to get your wish fulfillment, which is what this is kind of speaking to. So let me say that again. Learn from and be inspired by the wisdom that external voices or divine signs, such as coincidences, offer, but also be a discerning spiritual seeker from the inside out. Once again, High Priestess. This means doing your research and forming your own opinions rather than simply accepting all that you are told or presented with by others. And I didn't say, but pages are the students of the deck. It's all about doing the research. And and that's absolutely what's happening here. It also means having the courage and humility to question your own assumptions and preconceptions. Personal transformation is about being open minded enough to search for what is true, even if that truth is at times uncomfortable to confront. And I think you've already been in this place, been experiencing this, realizing that you need to change your thinking, change your mindset about what it means to be in a relationship, and learning to put yourself first. Because that really is what's going to make all the difference and all the good. I feel this very strong bond is going to be created as you move forward in this new way. So, anyway, awesome. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thanks again so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing.